Ooh, that is wrong. That is wrong. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Watch Jimmy Ball, and we are back with part 2. I didn't exactly record these videos in a way that they were meant to be broken up, but I just wasn't interested in having like this long drawn out 30-40 minute video, so enjoy part 2. Here we go. Okay, so on to shot number 2. First, we're gonna click the middle one. We still shot in S-Log 2, so we're gonna use the same workflow. Rec 709 type A. I'm actually gonna bring this one down to 75% because it looks a little harsh to me. I'm gonna go to this first adjustment layer and I'm gonna start to fiddle around. Remember, you always wanna have your scopes on so that way you can kind of see what you're doing. So the first thing that I probably would adjust in this before I even did my contrast would be the color, because it's just obviously wrong. She has on this logo right here that's supposed to be white, so let's see if we can, ooh, that is wrong. That is wrong. Let's try this again. Let's try it over here. Ah, that's also wrong. Yikes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to color grade this image, guys. Just kidding. So in scenarios like that where you can't like isolate and pick anything to color, I like to do this trick. I drop a crop tool on it, crop from the bottom, crop from the layer, and then crop from the top, and then crop from the side. So now the only thing in frame is actually her skin. So when we go back to this, you see that her skin is exposed at 80, which is a little bright. So we know to bring that down. And then we also know that we can read over here and say that it's off. So we want to make it more warm. We want to bring it more on the line. More warm, more on the line. And be sure not to overdo it. Continue to look at your image as well as actually use your scopes, because I feel like sometimes these scopes do make you tend to pick the wrong colors. Just humor me. Everything that you do when it comes to color grading is gonna be push and pull. You're never just gonna do one thing and that's gonna be the magic answer for all of your problems. You're gonna have to develop taste, you're gonna have to develop a style, and you're gonna have to develop an eye for what you wanna see. I also recommend using reference images. So now we got this fixed up. You come back over here and we go ahead and delete that crop. Boom! And then I almost fell backwards. This looks so much better though. We already have a way better starting point and we have effectively fixed the white balance issue that this image had. Let's do a quick before and after. So we started here. We added this with our white balance adjustment, and we added this to fix our levels. Now that it's time to fix the contrast, we are going to desaturate the image again, come down to that first layer, and kind of find what we're looking for in that area. For this one, I would probably attract the shadows first. Let me go back to my scopes. This probably has some parts in the image that should be closer to black, but no parts of the image probably should be white. But they should be pretty bright. We don't want her skin to be too muddy, so I don't want to push the shadows too hard, nor do I want to push the highlights. And after I've gotten it kind of where I want, I can use the contrast slider to get even more or even less contrast. Because sometimes more contrast is not the answer. I would say right about there that this image is really, what is it doing, guys? It's singing! All right, I'm probably annoying, but that's cool. Ooh. All right, so let's give us our color back. And instead of giving us a little bit of color, we're gonna give it at 125. Woo! Dude, we're really getting somewhere now. All right, so before, after. Before, after. before, after. Cool. So now we're at the top. We're at the same spot that we were on the last image where it's time to color grade. What we basically do before we get to this point is color correct and color adjust a little bit, because I like to have my skin tones in a very specific spot. Moving on down to the color wheels. Like I said, I kind of like to add a little bit of that green. Give me a little greenish looking. Ugh. Oh, I like that, a little bit of blue too. So we're gonna be cyaning it. I think we're gonna cyan it. Then in this midtones, I think I'm gonna go warm in the midtones. Maybe even red. And then on the highlights of this one, I think I'm gonna actually go more towards the green again. I'm not getting much green in the highlights. I want a little more. And then I'll push and pull the image after that, once I get close to where I'm trying to go. I've always said that I like my images to look pastelish. I like really soft color palettes and for things to be warm and beautiful, unless it's an image where it's supposed to be cold and gritty. Yeah, there we go. And once I get to a place where I'm kind of happy, I just leave it there. Before, after. Before, after. Just like we did before, we're gonna come to curves. We're gonna go to hue versus hue. And if you guys hear any rustling, that's my wife in the kitchen. Hi. So just like before, I make a point for all the colors. I attack the oranges and yellows first, giving them whatever look I deem necessary. I like to take my purples up to more of a blue tone. I like to take my blues up to more of a cyan tone. You can see that's really affecting her down here in this area. I like to leave my cyans and make them more cyan. And then my greens. This one actually has a little bit of green in it. It looks like it breaks the image when I go towards blue, so I would probably leave it in a safer range. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Very subtle. I noticed that this red is a little off. Right there. And then break these two apart. Yeah, that's good. Perfection! All right, so then we go up to saturation, and we're gonna make the image saturated in the areas that we deem necessary to be saturated, which is the skin tones and the warms. Before, after, before, after. That looks really nice. And we're gonna come down here to the bottom and just desaturate those dark shadows, because we don't need any color happening in the blacks. For this one, there's another step that I might do. I will go to the hue luminance, and this basically controls the brightness of each color. And I think that she could stand to have a pop of brightness in the facial area, but not too much. Very subtle. before. So this is before, after, before, after. And that is a wrap on that one as well, dude. I think that looks fantastic. Turn everything off. So this is before, this is after. Man, we really knocking this out. All right, whew. One more left. Let's see if we can do it. I appreciate everybody for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, consider subscribing or hitting that like, thumbs up button. That definitely helps me out and helps out the channel. I'll probably be dropping more videos later on this week, and if not, I'll be definitely dropping some more videos coming into the new year. You guys have a good one, and peace. Perfection!